Right.
No. You're all good.
Show everybody my food.
I have no idea if the audio works, but we'll see if it does. We probably have 0 listeners. Let's see. We probably have 0 listeners because we just started this thing, but since we'll look at the recording in the future. Kevin O'Neill, Libertarian Party, Hillsborough County, General Monthly Meeting. We are waiting on Mr. Wally Sullivan, who should be walking in here shortly to present to us about the prison industries. And then we'll get into our general membership agenda. We should go pretty quickly. So in the meantime, I'll let this play. Thanks very much. There's the
Meantime, hopefully you guys
So you have someone talking about the
The who?
Wally, yeah. He showed up.
Prison or presidential? Which thing? Prison, yes.
I just have no conversation.
I don't know what his agenda is, but he's definitely speaking to it.
Yeah. Prison, industrial prison complex.
Have your equity point.
Yeah.
Did you have everything set up?
No, hold off the thing. Research that. Stuff on there. So, cool. I don't care. Start yourself first. This looks wonderful over here. Sorry, that's all right. The whole marketing thing, you know. Oh, I gotta take pictures of everything.
Now you understand my scheme. See, you thought I was so anti.
You can over here. Fine. Great.
I like to be able to see everything, but I don't do something.
Get a phone number for Wally, you can call him.
I do not.
He's on the track.
Do not. Yeah, now
He might be going, because it usually takes me 10 minutes to get Kevin, and I was almost 35 minutes. So I'm usually there at like 5 till 5. And I was calling him, and he was calling me at the same time, like 10 after. And I was like, dude, I'm like only halfway there. And I left 5 minutes early, so I said, the rate I'm going, you got another 10 minutes, stay inside.
Just might be some clipboard so you can lay down stuff to write on.
You know, like if I get toward the school or. Stuff in the pocket in the car. So I swapped that for chicken.
I was gonna offer, but I wasn't actually thinking that.
Well, I eat you know, get my groceries. So what was your favorite part about convention? Anybody? Almost everybody here went to her, right? Yeah. I think Bobby's the only one who didn't go.
I'm gonna confess some evilness here.
You're online.
Shh, you're not here. Well, then I won't.
Only positive things. I thought it was cool to meet some of the people from around the state over there. From Miami.
Yeah.
Well, it's hard to judge. It was my first one, but I'm here, so I had
Yeah.
to.
I'll say it the next way. I was glad Adrian won.
They said that that it was either Adrian, I shouldn't say that. Adrian shared that it was bigger and better than last year.
That's what I love about it. You should always be losing Adrian.
Yeah. ABC.
Yeah.
Well, I spent the whole
weekend not voting on things. And then at the very end, they changed the rules.
So that's your 90-day window over there?
Yeah, right.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
It was like something like that.
Oh,
right?
wow.
Yeah.
So you can vote.
Well,
either.
when Birdie stood up and said,
Yeah, but I knew I was in. That's harsh. And
You just stood up.
Birdie stood up and said, we elected one of the executive council that couldn't vote on anything and sit next to him.
Being a little nervous.
No, honestly, if I'd have gotten up, I probably would have said, it will make, to me, make sense. You accept, you know, the idea that you become a libertarian and become a delegate. A delegate is different than a member. A member should be easy to be a delegate. So member comes in the room, members kind of want to be.
I think, to me, when I think of delegate, I always think of someone from the women's Republican caucuses and stuff. To be a delegate, they say you have to have been an active member for at least 2 years, so that you know who the president is. You know who to go to. You know the movers and shakers. You have to have been in here doing stuff. You can't just sign up. So
I guess we have 99 delegates, huh?
It's kind of interesting.
I agree with everything they said. If you know, area, you know, about the word member it should be easy, you know, a delegate is something that a member should not do. It shouldn't be just kind of handed out.
Well, I just trying to read those bylaws beforehand. But I definitely will read them and come back to the whole slew of changes in one of them.
Adrian voted against. I don't know.
Did you guys stay for the stuff on Sunday too? Or?
Yeah, that's it.
What ended up being with whatever Bill Christopher?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't get his way as much to me.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
That's my interpretation.
And what happened with the non-aggression thing? Did that ever?
I believe that's stuck, is what I understand.
the only thing that they changed was opposed, and they added gender bias, gender.
I think I wrote it back.
Well, you can definitely tell that that was a room full of libertarians. That's the biggest problem with the Libertarian Party is.
I tell you, I did not have to get my tinfoil hat out, so I was prepared. It's you need that. I have my tinfoil sheets in the book. My silent non-violent protests.
Well, the only one I really cared about was when they were saying, like you're talking about with the membership, and they're saying you can't be a member, you can't do that if you're not already registered. And I'm like, there's places for that. But this is definitely
You're
not
gonna roll the
in
pot
this
in now so I
level.
can take a nap?
Start with wheels.
Yes,
You
that would
have
work.
to curl up in a ball and you kind of get yourself.
Okay. That was
Trying to go up another second.
Sure.
Can I get into the box too when you're doing that?
Absolutely. Would you like a little computer reader?
No, I think I have enough on here.
Okay.
If not, I'll switch it over.
Didn't get bored after go by.
But I laughed because they were talking about it, and I was like, I don't care if you say I can't come, then I'm gonna take your minutes and I won't come. I'm okay with that. I'll see you.
Yeah, that won't happen.
And so that didn't happen, and they laughed, and then there was something at the end when I had given up on Sunday and gone a different direction. I was like, hey, you can't vote, you can't talk, you can't do anything.
You don't know how many
So I said,
times I've made the comment that you're a better member in here than some of the members that we have.
I'm like throwing away people that are inquisitive is a
Right.
very bad
It's not good.
idea, all the way around, for so many reasons.
And that's nothing against, I mean, that statement's nothing against anybody in here, but some of the folks you barely see them, you know?
That's why you have EC meetings, you know, because the EC meetings are closed. But this is open, it should be open to anybody who's interested in learning more about. Like some of us are libertarians. If you tell me I have to be registered, then you're just going to explode on yourself in
Right.
the EC committee. But I forget what they were talking about on Sunday, but I left.
No, I'm for in favor
Kevin's
of.
texting me, they're asking for you to speak up.
Yeah, I'm in favor.
And I was like, By this time, I'm already down in the hospitality room. And you know what I was doing was I was helping clean up your hospitality suite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Those are good sandwiches.
how you doing?
How are
Hey,
you?
it's all right.
Hey,
Yeah,
how's it going?
yeah.
Good to see you.
Good to
You guys made it, awesome. Smith's, right?
Hey,
This is who I was telling you that we met at the GMO.
Excellent.
Susie. Come on in, have a seat. Hi, Kitty Smith. Nice to meet you.
Patrick, sorry.
Bobby. Bobby.
TJ.
Patrick.
Patrick. Sir.
I'm sorry, Michaela.
Michaela.
Excellent.
Patrick, Michaela.
I got name tags.
I'll make you guys a, I'm sorry.
I'm JD.
JD.
So that's
DJ.
DJ and JD.
Just in case you're
You're
getting
getting
confused.
right?
how you picture?
Kidia.
Yes.
Excellent.
I got my email again. You have a great memory, one or the other.
Yeah, busy email you, because I already emailed Steve. That's what you got.
Your video online.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah. No, listen, I can't.
Always if I tell you, we're streaming right now.
You can come sit by me if you want.
So there's like zones.
If you want to not be on the TV screen, yeah, that is live on the internet, so if you want to be off of the internet.
No, it's like 40 times money, it's like journalistic. Like,
Yeah. I have to sign up and walk in the door. You want me to set mine up or you think you'll come? I don't think long. Oh, yeah, whatever you should. Back to work for a minute.
Right? That's good. Two copies? Two copies.
That's a poster. There's a sign-in sheet here going around. Everybody, please sign in. Where's that thing?
Do you need me to put foot on the card, babe?
Nah. Picture up there. You guys. Especially such a volunteer for the membership committee. Michaela's first time, or Michaela. Michaela, and then. And you guys too.
Did bad for you. Your business meeting first, if it's supposed to second ring too.
Yeah.
That way the other one is staying too late.
So yeah, we this was free. We just have to pass $60 for we're all probably up there.
Yeah.
The Wi-Fi, TV.
Yeah, we were talking about the rich people, as many places like the.
Burbank Tavern is near us.
It's like an awesome place.
We live in Old Summer Heights too, so it's like, oh, right down, we're like right down the street. But, oh, I like right down the street.
Somewhere on Hillsborough or where that?
So.
Just up from 3 Coin.
Thank you.
The other place that we found that was really nice is in Tampa Palms. I collected it all over the airport.
I did.
There?
You can't
I
sign
might
it.
do it.
Okay.
Did Libertarian members do
Oh, that's one.
And they were just at a big convention here in Denver.
So they can help us interacting with that.
People out, so you get to see if you get the hockey on.
Okay.
Yeah. It's,
Is I getting tired?
oh, they never tell.
I'm fine. Oh.
There's one thing that should be back there, that,
You look at vegetarian options.
everything we just say is, yes.
Yeah, Mike. So, yeah, he's not. Yeah, he's,
Well, then we'll reschedule him on a non-rainy
No,
day.
it's some of our goals, it's cool.
I'm both budget. Guess we can.
Seven,
Oh, yeah, we
almost
can get
7:15.
started here, huh? All right, we recorded attendance, correct? We got everybody signed in?
Who's your secretary? Should I be opening up my laptop?
We get it on YouTube, so you can almost rely on the YouTube recording.
Okay.
I guess this time for the
Okay, as far as recording voting privilege, we don't have a forum. Yeah, I'm gonna say probably not, if you wanna check that.
I just quickly looked at my file, I didn't verify the file.
Okay. Yeah, let's just hold off on that.
But I'll listen to stuff one on one, just dispersing my funds, so if I did a conference call.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd probably be best. Chair report, Brian didn't send anything, vice chair, I don't have anything. Treasurer, I know we're probably now over $1,000, even though that's not gonna be accurate.
If we did this.
Yeah, I think you're using, I think. What were the checks? One was for 458, was it?
Yeah, so,
175, something like that?
right, so there was a check from Libertarian Party of Florida that they've been trying to get us. For some reason, the mail wasn't working. It kept going back to them. That was like $400, and then there's a separate check for like $80. I don't know who it was from. That was maybe more.
That would be why our treasurer needs to be here to let us know these things.
On the same point, if I could, our secretary has a key to our PO box, and then the other key is with our chair, Brian Collar, who runs the camp.
Yeah, apparently Brian got a hold of,
So I'm going to be meeting Anthony,
yeah.
the secretary, mid-month to get the copy of that key to the physical. So,
Yeah, and that's, I mean, whether he gives you the key or we make a copy of the key. Personally, I think all the EC members should have a copy of the key.
I don't know if you can make PO box copies of keys. I think you just need to buy it from them.
Okay, we'll do what we need to do.
I think if most of those offices, like Harold would say, you like
My mom's not too far from there, so if need be, I mean, she literally goes by there.
we were
At
like
least once a week.
halfway there, their Nebraska slides.
She's Hillsborough, Mayberry area, so, you know, if need be, we'll go that route with it. Campaign committee, we don't have anybody representing that tonight. Communication.
How did the meeting, we agree with the agenda, right? Was there any business?
No. No, I don't think so. I mean, I know you do, that's why I'm giving you communications. Your turn.
So I think we're supposed to validate the minutes from last month, so I did pass that in.
Okay.
Here. But did anyone have any changes to the minutes they wanted to make from last month?
Well, no, I don't think so. Okay, here's your new balance right here. Is this?
That's last week.
Exactly.
That's
That's
last month's
should have was recorded last month.
That's what I typed in last one.
Wow.
What do you have for?
1,190?
Yeah, okay.
So we're going to be rapidly approaching the 1,500, maybe a little more. Excellent.
All right, so is anybody opposed to the minutes?
Okay. Good to go.
Very good. So, I think, and I think
And the motion to accept the
motion to
minutes,
accept minutes.
and then Custody seconded it, and
Second,
ayes,
please.
nays, and the.
I motion to accept the minutes. Do we have a second?
I'll say it.
Excellent.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed, say nay.
Hey.
Any abstain?
Talking anything.
Susie, if you was mine.
I'm just standing in the background.
Susie, if you was mine.
Okay, so communications. Well, we're having a tough time with communications today. Our primary presenter is not here yet, so hopefully he'll show up. So we're going to do the business meeting first. So that's part of the communications. Things that happened this month. We purchased a phone for Libertarian Party of Florida County with a phone number, set up a Google Voice account. So for those who are executive committee members, check your email and any y'all can click through. I think Vice Chair, I think we're still waiting on. I think you did click through, right? Did you click through on that?
I don't believe so, no.
Okay.
I will do that tonight.
So basically, we have a lot of different executive committee slots, like 8 of them. So really only half more populated with people right now. So if anybody wants to get involved, by all means, jump in there.
Yeah, we do have quite a few chairs still open.
So the whole point of this is simply we're going to be printing a postcard I'll talk about in just a moment. We're going to be making t-shirts later in the year. We'll have ads. Key things, we'll have a phone number. So if, people who don't use a computer want to call us up, they can track us down. The very minimum, we may pick up the phone or we'll at least get a voicemail and we'll go out to the executive committee members. We can then call them back and welcome them in or answer their question. So right in the middle there, back in February, we agreed to make some postcards. We were waiting on this phone number, and it's a long drama, but trying to do it on the cheapest path was to go buy a phone for $100 a year, and that was last week. This week we have a postcard that is kicking around. Now, I'm not a graphic artist, but it's a 2-sided postcard. Somebody in Pinellas has some deal where you can buy 5,000 postcards for $130, which is unbelievable.
Yeah.
They're described as the thickness of a McDonald's French fry package, which might be this thing here. I think I brought some postcards. I don't know where they went, but I think we all know what we're talking about. So a lot of words on here. If you guys get them to mark it up, especially I know there's like the let's at the bottom of one paragraph supposed to have an apostrophe. Some people are like, I love it. Some people are like, it's way too many words. One of the feedback we got from one of the Wily people was you really gotta have like a call to action on one of the basically both sides. It's basically join us. Here's who we are. Sign up here. Is the purpose of this. The other, that's the purpose of the printing. The purpose of the piece of material is so that you guys can have it in your pocket or have a bunch of your glove compartment, or you show up at a rally or event or house party. You just throw them in people's hands. Obviously, talk to them. Otherwise, they'll go right in the garbage. But eventually, politics comes up. So that's the point. It's not like a campaign. It's really just to let people know we're here and we want
So is
join
this
up.
the finalized version here?
This is not, but I don't know. Let's just get to this meeting and then afterwards we can pick at it.
Sure.
Obviously, it's gonna be in color, although it's not obvious on this printing. Again, if you guys are in the business, I think some of you might be just let it rip after the meeting. Do you have a copy in front of you, Steve? Do you have it over there? Okay, good.
No.
Oh, you don't? That's out of them. All right, so the other thing I want to mention is we have a YouTube channel. This whole thing we're doing here is going right up onto the YouTube channel and Google Circles, I think it's called. And so you guys have cell phones, you have video cameras. Patrick's going to get me some footage from over the weekend. It's right there.
Yeah.
And so all of us, are empowered to, if you got something to say, everyone shows up in the political group because something's on their mind or bothering them or they're passionate about and want to make their best effort, so they join up. I want to hear from you. You know, what brought you in the room? If you came from your political party, what was the transition like? You know, some personal messages is always good. If you haven't been on our channel yet, please get on tonight and subscribe. That's sort of the measure, you know, how many subscribers are on this channel. You got smart TV, you know, wired up so that you know it's on your list. But does anybody know they have some footage they want to produce by next month? Anybody here?
Keep working at it.
Okay, so that's why I'm doing things like this. You know, because it's
I'm gonna take
having
that.
some content, whether it's good or bad, is good, at least something worth having.
So that's how you met Steven.
That's true. I'm out there. You know, I happen to be knowledgeable about GMO and Steve and Kedia. We're out there on the street, spending their time making our Congresswoman Kathy Castro know they care about honest food products. And probably a whole bunch of other stuff. All right, so yeah, it's just a great way to network socially. People feel committed. Hopefully, you guys felt, you know, like you were heard. Get the mic in front of you.
Your mic was some part of your equipment had a libertarian.
Yeah, this thing.
And then I went like, oh yeah, you're registered libertarians.
Awesome. That is awesome. All right, so yeah, so we put that up this past week. I used to do like the hour-long videos. Now I'm doing 10-minute videos. I guess people just don't have more than like 60 seconds.
Yeah, I've learned that with a lot of these videos. If you're not doing
Like
something
I said, I'm a
5 to 8 minutes, you know,
I'm a confessed novice.
figuring you out.
I also put up. I had a ton of footage on the Wily sine wave like the last weekend before the
I'm
election.
going to actually, I'm going to find out a little bit more about what Susie was talking about us not being able to produce that video. But what I wanted to do was take
So
that.
yours was fine. It's private paid for luncheons.
Okay. That's good. What I'm going to do with the Wiley thing is I'm actually going to condense all that down and just make a Wiley gets voted in type video. You know, so I'm going to chop up the little pieces
Oh,
where
you mean for the
we did a
executive,
speech
for the
and
party president or whatever it is.
Right,
Party
right.
chairman.
That's a great idea.
yeah.
Wiley wins.
Right. Wiley finally wins. Right.
We love you, Adrian.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, so I threw up a sine wave video. I put it at 8 times speed, so it's like it's kind of comical. And I put a Grateful Dead song called "The Losers" playing the whole time. So
Actually, you needed to put some Benny Hill in there.
that might have worked too. So all right, so that's that talk.
Do we actually have the phone number yet?
Yes, it's on the printed piece.
Okay. Oh,
And it's on here too. So, Mr. Doug Hughes, who was here last month presenting, Rotocopter Man, I like to call him. He hasn't pushed back on the naming yet. We sent him a gift, sent him a book, and signed by everybody. So, we're trying to call it, you know, $5 reimbursed footage share for postage. Working our way down the list. It says CSPOA, which is what's the word for it? Sheriff Peace Officer Association. What's the first word for it? Sorry, I can't pull the blank on this.
I forget that too.
Chiefs, Sheriffs, and Peace Officer Association. Anyways, what that is me, Kevin, is recognizing that really the people who are, we have this thing called Constitution, Florida Constitution, best Constitution. Really, none of that matters if we don't have law and order. I mean, we're never going to get, you know, justice in court or property protected if it's chaos out there. So the police do play a role in providing us structure to operate in society. At the same breath, they can also be co-opted. So just for the folks in the room are new, what the CSPOA is a couple of concerned sheriffs from, I think it was Texas. Sheriff Mack was the lead one. And he recognized there's really 2 types of sheriffs out there, and ones who are just yes men, I'll say, and those who are honestly trying to protect people. So what we're trying to do here locally is to get the 3 chiefs of police and the 1 sheriff to receive an invite from us to read the document, which is basically a revisal of the oaths they've already read, that they already attested to. Basically says, you know, you're going to do the oath of pledging allegiance to the flag, like some similar one from the state of Florida. And then basically it goes into saying that if you get illegal orders that you know are illegal from an outside authority, you're going to choose to back first and assess whatever those orders are second. So that's the nature of that one. Of course, being a political organization, we'll learn a bit about them as to whether or not they provide us feedback, whether they sign it, whether they ignore us, whether they flat out say they won't sign it. So that's how Kevin O'Neill is approaching working with them. Is going through the front door, document in hand, having a conversation with them, and they can't come to us to understand. I'm going to ask for somebody to join me. We're going to go out and see them with their offices. And we were going to talk about doing that this month, just to let you know. That's part of the reason maybe why we're doing some things last minute. But we have a couple people on our executive committee who didn't want to sign the document themselves. It's one of the only versions of documents like this that is written for citizens as well as elected officials and military and people in the police force. So anyways, that's that one. You're welcome to look into it more. If you have questions, you can certainly ask me. I think that's in there. All right, so this past weekend was our annual convention for Libertarian Party of Florida. Patrick, me, and Dizzy were up there, and I guess you guys were also there too, right? So pretty much everybody here was there. And I think it went well. There was minimal changes to the core documents. There was no rift to report amongst the active libertarians. Nope. Was there a fist fight fast? A couple celebrities show up. I got a great picture of Gary Johnson. I think you might see it on Facebook, and that was neat. I didn't get a chance to talk to him, unfortunately, but anybody want to share any experiences from the convention?
I didn't get a chance to speak to Kesh like I wanted to. I'll try to do that maybe Thursday night.
Kokesh, did you say? Yeah, Thursday night. It's tomorrow. Patrick, you still on driving out?
I'm going to try to, yes, sir.
So Patrick and
Where
I,
is it?
the beaches, some bar, I forget right now.
Beaches is where?
No, I don't think so.
Bar.
Do I have it here? I think it's on the back of this page. Yeah, it's on the back.
Water across from that Christmas,
Yep.
the white Christmas shop on Gulf Bay.
Oh, okay.
Right across there's a bar, Palms or something. It's there.
There you go, 2950 Gulf to Bay Boulevard, Clearwater. So it's even closer to the beaches. That's good.
What across from Robert's Restaurant?
Just past Home Depot, it sounds like.
Yeah.
It's what I think that is. So Patrick and I are going to jump in the same car. I don't know if it's Ryan or Susie's, but you guys want to talk afterwards? Maybe we can all pal up and shoot out there and see what this man at Kokesh has to say. I've never even heard him speak.
Yeah, I've watched tons of his videos, but I never actually got to hear him speak.
Is he good? You heard of him?
Videos, yeah, I saw it.
Awesome.
Actually, the paper about the way Islam is portrayed in the media and movies. And it's pretty cool. I mean, because the Muslims, they're bad guys, they're all terrorists, all terrorists are Muslims, so they're all Muslims.
That's the simple math on it.
No.
The Viacom or
It's,
some
well,
major
no,
motion
it's
company.
The enemy that they are afraid of, so they can control you. So,
You are in the right room.
communism to drug czars to terrorists. I mean, it's pretty.
It's the war. It's the war on drugs. No. It's the war on terror.
That was John Adams said, governments work on fear. Got to keep you afraid.
Actually, quite a few people from that part of the world, when you study about these scholars, it's quite good.
Yep. I guess my stuff here is grab a copy. So, other things, there were some courses that were presented that we went to. Dealing with the media was one. I guess I didn't type that correctly. Fundraising 101, just over the weekend at the convention. Fundraising 101, affiliate building. There is actually a little brochure on the 1, 2, 3s for building an affiliate, which is what we are. We are an affiliate of the Libertarian Party of Florida. Reading and understanding legislation was kind of interesting if you guys are into writing law. The lobbyist of ours from Liberty something Network, which is the same organization that I guess Adrian Wiley is an active participant in, discussed, the bill writing a bill, having someone sponsor it or at least file it for you, who's a member of the assembly, and then watching it go through the process. Didn't seem like complicated, actually. It's obviously details. He had a lot of great things to say, I thought. And building a grassroots campaign I did not go to. We do have a flyer for that, and it's CRM training, which is customer relations management training. We have a database for the Florida party that I guess got developed in the last year. Stacy Pinellas is probably the co-developer or one of the key people who is organizing it, and she gives a demonstration, even though it was lightning storm and lost power twice. She gave us a demonstration of it. Looked pretty simple for anyone who's been picking away at CRMs. And I'm the guy with the call list, so for our little group, and you guys want to start dialing, just let me know. I just got to send you the link. It's on Google Sheets or Google Docs, and what I learned was simply I'm going to push all our data up into that thing every quarter, up into that state database, just as a means of backing up our local data. To get the very least a good way to keep things continuity in case I leave or somebody takes over. Okay, so this time next year, the National Libertarian Party Convention is going to be in Orlando. So Florida's on the hook to do a convention every year by, I guess, our bylaws. It's going to be a national one right down the road here. It's going to be in Orlando. So I'm not on the committee, but we think it probably makes dollars and cents to do our Florida one in like one day and just roll right into the national ones, assuming we're going to want to participate. I think we'll have a presidential candidate by then, so that could be really interesting. I have no idea who it's going to be, and not really focused too much on it. Brian Cole is our treasurer. He, I guess, called in Patrick saying he has got a migraine, can't come. Posted on Facebook. Brian, if you're listening, I hope you feel better. He has a speaker for next week named Joanne Passarino. She is involved with basically, I'm sure you guys are familiar with Ryan and games playing in politics. So there's this thing called the presidential debate, televised presidential debate, and basically anybody who's a third party has been getting screwed out of it from being a time. So these people are organizing a lawsuit against big media to prevent them from continuing their shenanigans. So does anybody know any media people who might be co-opted? Brian Williams, is that one of them, or who's the guy who lost his job?
The news guy, right?
Who is the guy who lost the job? I don't know. So that's next month. And you guys weren't here before, but we had the people who were doing the constitutional amendment push throughout the country. They were here a couple months back. There's a name for them. I forget. But there's people who want to change the U.S. Constitution. They're trying to get it done on the state level.
Yeah.
I applaud them. Similarly, these guys are trying to get done against the courts with presidential elections. So other events, looking forward, on the back page here, Adam Kokesh is tomorrow, we mentioned. He's actually speaking right now, apparently, at some other bar. But he's going to be out there in Pinellas tomorrow. Some of us are going. And then Saturday is a free concert in Bradenton, rock concert. It's an all-day event from like noon to 8 p.m. The Manatee County affiliate folks, I guess one of their people is really into doing events. So he's organized like 6 different rock bands, at least half of which are like known and popular. And the way it was described to me, there'll be like 2 stages. One will be all musical acts, the other one will be talking head politicians like our good friend Adrian Wiley, and I think Adam Kokesh and some other folks going to be speaking. So it should be pretty rambunctious, and it's right on, I think they call it Riverwalk in Manatee. It's on the south of Bradenton. It's on the south shore of the Manatee River. Later on the bottom here is
12 to 8.
12 to 8, yes.
8 is
It's free. Yes. I got 2 volunteer shirts, so I'm gonna have one of my kids with me. He's gonna be wearing the blazing yellow or green volunteer shirt, and they're making their money off beer sales and t-shirt sales. So certainly one of those two should be fit for everybody in here.
Preference towards the beer t-shirts.
So, anyways, the bottom left corner of this piece of material is the new executive committee. I'm a little confused. I think there's supposed to be 3 at large. Maybe JD knows the deal, but I think there might be 1 or 2 names missing from the at large category, which I think basically is the executive committee, and then there's all the regional folks. JD being one of the regional folks. You know how that works, Sophie?
At large 2, there are 2-year positions, and at large 2 wasn't decided.
Is that it? It's like
Yeah, well, there's no new name. and then
they're staggered or something.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes.
There 1 year, but the at large, there 2.
All right, so I'm gonna explain it. It seems like there were a couple missing. There's a couple names missing that were probably going to carry over from last year, which makes sense. But that's the new folks. All of them, you just go to the main website and you talk to them. On the bottom right, Lynn House is our vice chairperson. She's a real professional Facebooker and class act as far as having anybody in our executive committee for our party. She's definitely somebody I feel confident putting out, letting her write whatever she wants for us, Anyway, that's her comments. So I'll just read it. Thanks, everyone, for electing me your vice chair. I was overwhelmed by your kind and encouraging words, and I'll do my best to live up to your expectations. Remember the 4 agreements, will you? Be impeccable with your word. Don't take anything personally. Don't make assumptions. Always do your best. This party runs on volunteers, so please, if you see a committee position open that you'd be good at, volunteer. Yes, Lynn. That's awesome, Lynn. It's probably past the hat after reading that. So that's a quick one too. I'll also tell you that I took on this position as communications chair, I think in January, late January, and we pretty much had nothing going on. We did have some accounts, but it was all like ancient stuff. So my mission's been to get video material going, get some worthwhile video, so we can have a social media site like our YouTube channel, get our Facebook live again. And I don't know, Patrick, you might be involved before I got here, but I like to think our Facebook's starting to roll. Though I barely know what I'm doing, and Susie taught me something last night that I had no clue even existed. And then from there, get our website set up. So our website's been the exact same one we've had for like 2 years, just about to nuke it. I know I've said this before, but my purpose of nuking it is to basically anything that's live stream, whether it's YouTube or Bamboozer, is going to be pretty much front and center. So whenever we're out in the public, we'll have our live stream there ready to roll, and then our video library is basically right below it. And I have a questionnaire for the executive committee members. It's real extensive. Pretty much trying to see where you guys get your news from, so we can put together a sort of like bottom of truck report kind of thing, like all the links of pertinent websites we can focus on. Where you get news from, what you read, what you listen to, what do you think is like required reading for anybody involved in politics or the Libertarian Party. Your own personal background. Some people might be from certain industries that are on our radar, or things we're trying to focus on. It'd be good to know that. And fundraising stuff. We're definitely going to be. I'm personally going to be involved with going out and all the big donors, the Republicans and Democrats, the corporate donors. There's a public list, so I just have to do it. And go talk to all those people who've been writing checks and be like, "What are you doing writing $5,000 to the GOP and $5,000 to the Democrats and not paying us $5,000? They're donating $5,000 to us." So I think people cringing. Well, these things do take money. We're pretty much on the record. I mean, for where we're at, we don't. So my goal personally was to get involved for a 2-year stint and get people elected. So I'm at month 5 now, and that's somebody this coming November, the following November. So anyway, that's this volunteers report. You guys, any questions?
All right, moving on to the development committee. We do not have a chair for that. Membership committee, was that Felix?
We never had somebody on the membership.
You never had anyone in there.
That was a good position.
That was one of the ones that
Okay.
I said if I swapped, I would take.
Well,
over, but it wasn't.
let's segue into the membership committee, and let's have our new members introduce introduce themselves and tell us a little bit about yourselves if you guys don't mind. Does that sound good? Who wants to go first? You? That's okay. You're here.
Oh, you're not libertarian?
Not yet. We're working on it.
It's okay, it's an open meeting, I'm not libertarian either.
That's right. There you go.
Hi everyone, my name is Michaela. I've been going to libertarian meetings at Pinellas. I've been meeting up with Stacy and Joe, and I've also joined the Young Tech Club, the Libertarians, which is part so we meet at Pinellas as well.
Yeah.
So, and then I volunteer for
She's working on it.
Yeah.
She's working on it.
DJ Ferrer, it's my first meeting after my first convention, so just here to figure it all out. I'm not satisfied with the political scheme as now it is, so I'm here to see if the third option is fine.
Excellent. Have you guys taken the World's Small Squid yet? Maybe you know what that is. Yeah. How'd you end up, if you don't mind me asking? Straight up libertarian, right? Yeah. Excellent. Well, we need to get you one. Let you take it. You have one on you? Get one. I know I've got some out in the truck. And I've also got some pocket constitutions if you guys like one. Okay. All right. Yeah.
I chart sorts, but
Yeah, those are a little harder to figure out. There's one online that's just real easy to do, but it's a lot of fun. I did it and I was like, wow, this is the way I've always felt, and it's high liberty. I almost fell off the chart. I'm so libertarian. So, what about you guys?
My name is Kate Smith. I am new to the Libertarian Party.
Excellent.
I am in the US for about 2 years, so I am an immigrant, freshman boat, on the airplane, in the right and not so fresh, you know. But as a new American citizen, when I come to this country, the first thing I was told is you have 2 options, or you and those are your options, and you just pick one of the 2 of the election comes up. And so you have long conversations with me saying there is light at the end of the tunnel, it's not like that, so I'm just like, and as I read more and I tried to research more, I was essentially really one was extremely socially conservative, the other one was fiscal liberal, right? So this was not adding up for me. So we researched a bit, but finally I was comfortable with saying, okay, good job.
Good job. What's your
So I'm Steve Smith, and I have never voted for a Republican or Democrat for president in my life ever since I was old enough to vote. I was independent. And in fact, I was just watching a video on YouTube the other day. It's an old one with Ross Perot. And he was talking about the sucking sound. You know, and back then we thought this guy's a joke. He's a billionaire. Don't vote for this guy. He doesn't know what he's talking. He's just a businessman trying to do. And everything that he talked about in that video came true. And in fact, I lost my job overseas recently because of the same thing. But luckily, I was able to get 2 more years of college totally paid for at the University of Tampa, so I took advantage of that. But the reason I joined the Libertarian Party is because I was thinking, well, independent, you can't vote for a candidate to push forward for a presidential election. If I registered a Republican or a Democrat, I could, but I didn't like either one of those, so I figured, well, the next thing is to check with the Libertarian Party before. I was looking at everything that returns back and support, and pretty much on board with all of that. But from what I can remember, pretty much all looked good to me, so I'm like, well, I'll just register as a Libertarian. It makes sense for me to sit out there as an independent and be without a party. So that's what I did.
Excellent. Yeah, we've got a little thing going. We're trying to get where when you go down to register, Libertarian is going to be the 3rd option on that. And then, because right now everything's write-in after that. So, and then if you get the party to 5% in Florida, we are a legitimate 3rd party. No one's going to deny that.
yeah, this is Brian Caller, who's our chair, maybe, told you guys that he usually brings a spreadsheet updates every month with the voting statistics. So, although we're definitely a small party compared to Republicans, they're like, I went to they're at like 26,000, had 20,000, maybe it's 30,000. Basically, they're like 26 parties, and we're at like 5. You know, I think thousands of maybe 100,000, like magnitude. But it is double our count to get to a 5%. So even though they have like 20,000, or the whole, it's really only like 20% each, 20% each, and we're like, 1 or 2 or 3%.
Yeah,
So,
two,
but we really need to get
2
to
or something like that.
we need to double our size to get to the 5% level. Then by law,
They have to
says,
recognize them.
we're a box of the Democrat Republican. Yeah, of course, being libertarians, we're just an active argument about, it should have every single party on there. Which makes sense. So that's anyways, that's the environment we operate in, and these guys are so.
Trying to play within their rules, but also change their rules. So, yeah.
So yeah, that's a big deal, because then part of the arguments for Major Wiley, our Libertarian governor candidate, to participate in the candidate forums where there were debates, was because we were not a major party. And yeah, so it's pretty ugly stuff.
Did you guys follow any of that during the election with that? And see how he got roped? They literally changed the rules.
Yes. Special people.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what the next month's presentation is about regarding presidential debates. That's a topic, different
Exactly.
venue, national. So hopefully things won't be in this presidential cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they don't want to hear common sense. That's the thing. You guys start spouting things that make sense. I don't want to hear that.
JD, you want to introduce yourself and let everybody? Do you remember?
Yeah. JD Pierce. I was Republican in the beginning of April. And
We will never hold that.
and I've been in my little speeches. I've been voting Republican for years and years because I'm a small government guy, and so Republican, waiting for the government to get smaller every year.
Yeah.
Do it again. At some point, you just kind of realize the government's not getting smaller.
It happened with me. I'm going on 3 years now.
Yeah.
Being libertarian. I mean, the light just went off. It's just like there's got to be something else.
So I jumped in with both feet and went to the convention and the regional rep chair seat, whatever position was open. So I ran for it, I guess. I was the only one running, so I won that one, and so I represent.
You're on the list here. You won.
So yeah, Hillsborough, Pasco, Pinellas, not Manatee, Hernando, Pasco, Pinellas.
Manatee is a new affiliate.
Yeah.
They got a company.
I do want to say with the communication stuff and the videos and the postcards, I've been getting to approach friends of mine that are kind of politically savvy businessmen and attorneys and talk to them about what I have done. And I'm not telling you anything you don't know already, but I'm just stunned how very little they're aware of what the heck a libertarian is.
Yeah.
And as you explain, literally, you just say, well, the Democrats are for these freedoms, the Republicans are for these freedoms, the Libertarians are for all the freedoms.
Exactly.
They kind of nod their head like that's what they go. And so just that simple message of what the heck a libertarian is, I think should be.
Yeah, I try to draw as many people towards the world's smallest quiz.
Yeah.
Because people do not realize how libertarian they are until they take that quiz.
I mean, whatever it's 1% or something of the electorate, but it's probably 40. If you get people to figure out what you're really about. So I think, I don't know if there's too many words in the postcard or not. Maybe something like Democrats, Republicans, Libertarians. I think that's simple as that. My 2 cents.
Yeah. There's so much. I mean, there's people canned postcards already.
Yeah, there was a neat little picture floating around on Facebook there for a while. It was almost exactly saying Republicans are for these freedoms, Democrats are for these freedoms, and then you went all the freedoms. It was libertarian was for all the freedoms.
Yeah,
That was a neat little picture.
I think that's like a light goes off.
Yeah.
One of the good stuff that I was maybe seeing this recently because I listen to these conservative guys just because I think it's important. Rush Limbaugh, so these type of radio people, they talk about liberals, right? Liberals. And to say libertarian is something that kind of
Right, you're right.
confuses them because they think, well, those are just liberal people, you know, they must be really liberal as far as libertarian. Well, so I get really offended when I start hearing these people that they're called liberals and what they're talking about, what they believe in, and then thinking, okay, they think libertarians are people that are in the Libertarian Party think this way. It's like, no, I'm not a liberal in that sense. You know?
Well, usually it's part this way. It's not.
Well, yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
Well, that's other misnomers that the party needs to break is, you know, everybody thinks we're a bunch of potheads. Everybody thinks we're a bunch of this. Everybody thinks we're a bunch of anarchists. It's like, no. You know, there are some in the party that are for that, some in the party, and there's nothing wrong with that, but we're all not that way.
And it is the philosophy of the founding fathers of this country. It's not so far from right. This is not
Exactly.
a concept. You know?
Exactly. So, okay, that's the membership portion. Political Action Committee, we have no one here to represent that either.
Attorney Matt,
Oh, Matt.
who is our guy, and we did communicate online. I think we posted something online today too. I think.
Okay.
This gentleman wrote our bylaws. We had a complete revision of our county bylaws like back in December. So he definitely spent a lot of hours just.
Yeah, he did a fantastic job. He really did.
The slot is filled, but you can always use people on his
Yeah.
together and shit that. I mean, I'm like all over the place. I'm throwing mud, doing plenty of stuff. You know, always ready for your chair.
No, that's fine. Okay, we don't have,
The political actions right up that alley. You know?
yeah,
You get, like I said, you get something passionate about, you know, it's a video editorials up for the hiring of our chief of police and how it was basically a big decision before it even hit the press. I don't know if you have watched like 10 minutes of ranking, but I didn't do my third part of that, which was to have, one of the things I was trying to do today, which we're not doing because it's not forum, is to get money to pay for a freedom of information act request, which is something we probably about for months. We have it in, $100. Some of the email correspondence, they've already indicated that I'm the only person who's ever asked for any documents. And I go, what about the city council? They're
well, see,
supposed to be
that's when you
making
tell them then they ought to be free.
She wrote back, the city council's never asked for anything.
How do you?
It's just, the city council is supposed to be the person, the people who makes decisions about, or makes their vote on whether that's about what they think is the right thing. Has no information. Lovely. So now the lady did say, she was wise enough to say, they may have had other sources. But this is the one person who processes all through information.
Nice.
And if you just to finish up the message you're asking, we're asking for basically service records for the deputy, or the command, basically, for whatever, the majors and other titles. The command, well, the resumes in the command, so because typically a chief always gets traded out every time there. But paying all correspondence with the military, FEMA, and police here. For 18 months. So we'll see what we find. For $300. If anybody wants to, you know, they have it right now. I'll accept cash. I'll go in there and pay for it. Otherwise, we're waiting for Brian Cole, our treasurer.
Okay, so we got nothing for old business at this particular juncture, I don't believe. Nothing that we tabled at all. New business. Okay. One of the things that goes almost in line with what you were talking about with not certain people not being here, I want to bring up that I think we need to have a storage locker or what have you somewhere in the area near here that we could put our sign. Since Brian Collar's not here tonight, we don't have our sign. You know, so that everybody knows we've got a nice big sign we made up that we put out front, so anybody in the restaurant would know that this is what's going on in here. So that's missing tonight because Brian didn't show up. We've got the world's smallest quiz. We have one of those, which is actually pretty big, on a poster, which that's not here tonight.
We'll probably set up the community online meetings so we can vote on it.
Yeah, no, I'm just bringing it up,
Yeah.
you know, let everybody see, kind of kick it around. If anybody knows of any storage places, we only need, I think, maybe a little 5x5, something small, that we can keep all that stuff in. I've got a ton of things in my house. These books, I've got like 5 cases of those books.
Do you really?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Great case.
yeah.
Wow.
They were, yeah, the guy who hooked me up with those, he goes, I can get you 100 if you say you're a student from wherever, but if you say you're a professor, I can send you 500. And he goes, here's all you got to do to say you're a professor. I was like, okay, I'm a professor. So he sent me 500 of them. I was like, cool.
All right,
So,
Professor.
yeah,
Professor. So.
yeah,
You're professor right now.
I am. So yeah, that was kind of neat. So, but yeah, I'd like to put all that stuff in one standard little area right in this area, that anybody really can hit on the way in. Anybody.
I mean, I'm actually reading a book. I've been down like the last 3 pages. It's a good eye opener. Basically goes through pretty much the last 500 years of all the thinkers, writers, and people who are opinions being put out there, and people who are considering what they're talking about. Pretty much regarding war, conquest, and commercial status, basically.
Right.
Heavy coming out of England, running parts of the globe for the English royalty, bringing all of it back, and just completing whatever they're trying to complete. And then bring it up to modern times. I love, I'll just close with that book, and the last couple pages talks about there's a generation that we have now that's had continuous war going on. War on drugs, war on terrorism, nonstop. So that if you want to do a war, it's so what we're already in a war.
Right.
Yeah. And what's the point? There. But, that's kind of stuff that book covers, which is political science stuff to read.
Okay, next meeting is going to be, it's always the second Wednesday of the month. So what is that fall? Do you have?
You got it on there?
8th? The 8th?
8. Yes.
Okay, so next meeting will be July 8th. You guys want to mark that in your calendars? Be right here, same that time, same that channel. So hope to see you guys again.
Are we do business stuff?
Yeah, if you got to go ahead.
JD,
jump back.
I know we're talking about seeing you coordinate the regional affiliates, see if we can stagger the days. Anything else? Maybe it was last Wednesday. I forget exactly.
Did you see back on the phone? I think the convention, everyone was thrown off when they're
Yeah. Alice always needs. I really think it's next Thursday. Theirs is always the third Thursday.
Yeah, they've already done it.
Yeah.
A lot of people did it, their intention.
Because I've been to a couple of their meetings.
So
There
there
is
is
a-
staggering them all, so you can start participating in the other affiliates. Like I'm going to, there's a gentleman who's a treasurer for the Wally Sullivan He, Rich Stone, I forgot how his name.
Yeah.
He's a CPA, he's a treasurer for Wally, he's to be in Polk County, with that affiliate. I think on the 22nd of June, right? And he lives in Hillsborough here, so I can't, but he's going to be talking about, if the bubble bursts for these economies, this fiat currency, how will it shake out? That's the topic. It is CPA presentation. I think it's usually second, if I recall correctly.
Polk County is the speaker.
Yeah, so
Yeah, Folks on Mondays, I believe.
I'm curious to see what you guys say, and what might be there. So that's what we're talking about. Is just basically the original rep.
There's a reasoning, Jason shared, so maybe we'll start some discussion on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. So next monthly executive meeting will be the week before. Is that when we do it?
Probably first, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so, and then I guess motion to adjourn.
Yeah, anybody got anything else you want to bring up?
I'll give you who's speaking at the thing next weekend. So there's so many things going on. For those of you who are looking for Jordan Page, he's actually the closing concert at 6 p.m. The event ends at 8. The music stage has at 12 o'clock a kickoff with Adam Kokesh. And then following him is the Savannah Brady Band. 1:30 is the Hobies. 3 o'clock is the Yahoos. 4:30 is Big Daddy. And 6 o'clock is Jordan Page. On the Know Your Right Summit stage, at 1:15 is Christine Rogers of LEAP, LEAP, which is Law Enforcement
Those
Against
folks are
Prohibition.
fun. I've been to a couple of their Know Your Rights folks. They're really fun. Yeah.
2 o'clock is our very own Adrian Wiley. We'll be talking about your rights at a traffic stop or while walking. 2:30 is Alex Sinker, our very own Alex, 1787 Radio Network and Liberty Underground. His topic is how to change unjust laws, i.e. victimless crime convictions by using jury nullification. At 3:30, it's Jeff Gray from TINAC, which is Photography is Not a Crime. His topic is your rights on recording police and governmental officials. 4 o'clock is Bill Wolferser, former candidate for Attorney General, and his topic is current cannabis legislation. And then Bill Hickman, Fully Informed Jury Association, his topic is purpose and vision of the FIJA, Fully Informed Jury Association. So those are your speakers and your musicians that are going to be at the Riverwalk in Bradenton this Saturday, 12.
All right, so, good, thanks. I was trying to remember, I can't remember our bylaws exactly, but to vote in these meetings, we have to have people sign up on our website. Is that selected? Does everybody get white from the list once a year?
Yes.
Sure, that's how it works.
Yeah, I think everybody had to be registered with the.
It just does.
You have to do 3 things. You have to be registered Libertarian to vote and be verifiable on the voter registration. You have to sign that you're a Hillsborough member, so that you're here in the state of
Which is
Florida
our
and
website.
Hillsborough. You can do it on the website. And then you have to do the non-aggression map. Check mark the
Which I
box.
think is part of that process.
Yeah, it's a check mark the box. Here's
So,
the
so
NAP.
you guys walk in the room first meeting, you just want to know, like, we don't have enough form anyways to vote, so, to be able to vote, just go to our website and fill in the survey form, basically, have your name, contact information, and it expires every 12 months, so, you know, it's just fresh, check that out. That's it.
So you'll get a reminder every December because every January we elect officers. So
Yeah,
you'll get a
exactly.
reminder to be active in January so you can vote
Yeah, cool.
in December, so in January you can vote for your officers.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big year, and I guess joining us, and I'm sorry Wally didn't show up, or I'm always doing this. But
I got rained in.
having the national convention in Florida is definitely huge, and it's also the presidential cycle, so I know exactly how the rules work. I'm pretty sure delegates pick the candidate, or we don't have primaries in the voting box.
No.
You know?
The Libertarian president and is elected at the convention.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's action packed. It's not a show convention like that in Tampa with the GOP. This should be some
So working.
yelling, hooting, and hollering. Which I think it's exciting. But I don't know who's even running. Does anyone even know who's running right now for the Libertarian Party?
Gary Johnson.
Gary
said
Johnson.
during the dinner.
He said he might.
Well, he said he was during the dinner.
Yeah, he never made it official.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
He said it. I don't know if that makes it official, but
Right,
he
yeah.
said it.
All right. I asked him if he sure there was anything. He said no. But
Yeah,
maybe he
I don't-
did.
I think he was talking about it, but he didn't actually.
All right.
One. We got one.
Adjourn the meeting.
Motion to adjourn, second.
Let's have some fun. Everybody got anything you want to discuss? Me, I'm gonna run outside real quick.
8:05. 20 minutes. Very nice. Well, I gotta get this clear water. Yeah, but we don't have to slow you anything. You're all good. It's coming out. Appreciate you showing up. So way more than this guy did.
So just
Hey, we didn't,
For giggles,
I can
you
say this,
know-
we forgot to pass the hat, so if anyone's donating cash, put that thing.
our treasurer's not here. Too, but his-
Yeah,
his one bin.
Or you put this one here.
So check this picture out.
USA bin.
Your speaker may not be able to come because they're like. No, March 13th is showing cars.
Yeah.
That's still way.
We're gonna donate to the website.
South Bend, that's why it's South Bend. There's the IHOP in South Bend.
Did it change or good?
Oh, okay, yeah, I worked around the cheese. I was just there a couple hours ago.
Yeah, take 5 back. We've got cars out there.
And I appreciate it very much. It's funny.
They're talking about all the
fundraising,
different places that are
fundraising
completely
reports,
flooded in,
and
that
they're
people can't
bid
get
doing
access.
that project. I'm not the chairperson of that.
It's actually kind of fun to actually
I have
out
to sit
there.
a chair. Just to, you know.
But
He said, I have appreciation, but it's not everything.
Oh,
has to
absolutely.
happen.
Go
It's
fine.
like, just
You're fine.
cut it all right
It's
off.
all junk
Right
that
in
I've
the
just
beginning.
collected
Make it all
in
the way out
various
to the
places that I
restart.
bring out to
Hey,
share.
buddy. Thanks. See you later. Thanks for coming out today. Good seeing you again. The rain, that scary moments.
Very nice to meet you. Elliot, Jay,
Kevin, Susie.
yes.
JD, Devin, Susie, Bob, Patrick.
Patrick. Mom, Bobby.
Did anybody read this?
I haven't read, I just got it.
We just grabbed it at convention.
You want to grab it?
I did. May end up having to just research and write an essay on it myself. There's a lot of good ones in my truck.
Controversial.
Yep. I'm one of those guys who I need numbers. We want to see trends, and there's a lot of name drops, a lot of period drops. You know, I don't think there. That's I think that's what got me. So there's an actual.
Yeah, I had a problem with that video.
It's like 10 pages of references.
We just watched a bit.
I need to see the. I need to see the source. I'm one of those guys. You know,
I
the
agree
next
with
argument is
you.
great, but
You need to be able to back it up. That's where I'm at. That's what I felt about the video that we bought. I was like, it's very fascinating. It's great for the background music and stuff. But you have all these slides that say, blah, 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 blah. Like, for what they have.
exactly. I
I mean,
qualified
it's
state.
1449. You're right. It's like,
That I'm qualified state and it's. You know,
Just the one.
it's like a process. But you don't know if it's.
But it's just an emotional outward right now. I mean, it's not.
You're assuming that, you know, you're the authority who can make that judgment call as opposed to the person reading.
Guys, thanks for coming out. Libertarian Party, Hillsborough County. Come back next month. I'll be here on the 8th. We'll have a speaker talking about presidential debates and allowing third-party participation. So come on down.
My mom's a PhD.
Right.
Backed up. So,
Exactly.